Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Aman and today I have some beautiful rose fragrances to share with you that are worth buying. Rose in itself embraces that beautiful, soft, delicate, feminine aura which makes an indispensable part of perfumery. And today we'll see some beautiful fragrances built around this note. Let's start with Noble Blush. It is a creamy floral, and trust me, it's as addictive as your favorite dessert. So, it has the notes of rose and milk in the top, and almond and meringue in the mid, and in the base, it has sandalwood, vanilla, and musk. It opens with a creamy, milky note which feels like it is infused with fresh rose petals. To me, it does not smell like ruafza as some people compare it to. It feels really soothing and elegant to me. Almond and meringue both adds a gourmand touch to this fragrance, but without being too sweet. It maintains its character and stays floral with just slight touch of a gourmand facet. It is a kind of scent that makes people to lean closer to smell that beautiful fragrance. As it dries down, it becomes more powdery and musky rose. That milky almond creaminess becomes less noticeable. It feels feminine and very comforting kind of fragrance, but with a little bit of sensuality. It is perfect for all occasions. Wear it whenever you want to feel beautiful and noticeable. It's not that typical rose, it's a very modern take on a rose fragrance. So, uh, it's full of elegance, and the only thing that may bother to some people is its muskiness. But if you enjoy musky fragrances, then you are going to absolutely love it. It's very long lasting and has a moderate projection. So if you like creamy florals with a gourmand twist, then this deserves a place in your collection. It's not just a perfume, it's a mood, a memory, and a perfection in a bottle. It's beautiful. Next we have Al Mukhtalif from Nusuk. It is inspired by a very high-end fragrance that is Lamar by Kajal. In the top, it has pineapple, bergamot, pear, and melon. Middle notes are jasmine, rose, and lily, and in the base, we have amber, patchouli, and musk. This is a perfect balance of a fruity floral fragrance, and it opens with a tropical fruit salad kind of a feel. I get pineapple the most in it, and it feels very juicy and fresh. It makes the opening refreshing and uplifting. And in the mid, we have all the floral notes, but I get rose the most, and rose is powdery pink rose. Two different textures are captured beautifully here together, that is the juicy pineapple and powdery rose. It's not overly sweet. It is so good that you can see the dent in bottle, and I have been using it so much. The rose here reminds me of Delilah, which is a dupe for Delina, but it's not that incensey rose. So it makes a very safe option for blind buy. That rose feels like fresh light pink rose. It's not jammy dark rose here, and it is definitely a very powdery rose. It has an impressive longevity of 7 to 8 hours, and the projection is above moderate. Overall, it's a perfect balance of fruity freshness and floral romance. It makes an elegant and effortlessly put together look. I highly recommend this fragrance. It's really beautiful. Next is Identity Unique Portrait by Emir Paris Corner. This is one of the most underrated gems. It is inspired by Frederic Malle Portrait of a Lady, which is very loved fragrance and one of the best from that fragrance house. This is one of the most complimented fragrance in my collection. And the best part is it is unisex. You and your partner can both use the same fragrance. In the top, it has rose, clove, raspberry, and hard notes are blackcurrant, cinnamon, patchouli, and the base notes are incense, sandalwood, musk, benzoin, and amber. From very first spray, a lush romantic rose blooms, but not alone. It has slightly sourness of raspberry and a lot of spiciness. It has very prominent earthiness from the patchouli and that incense note that builds a beautiful meditative aura. And there is very less sweetness in this fragrance. What I get the most is a powdery, spicy, musky rose with incense and woody notes present in the background. So, some fragrances leave a trail like poetry written in the air. It's that kind of fragrance, and the trail here is unforgettable. I am so in love with this particular fragrance. So, if you want an extraordinary rose fragrance and you are not afraid of those spicy fragrances, then you must try this. Longevity and projection is above moderate, and it easily lasts for 8 to 9 hours. I absolutely adore this fragrance. Next we have Delilah by Maison Alhambra. It's a spot on dupe for Delilah. If you have smelled that Bath and Body Works covered in roses, it's just like that. But I feel that mist is more focused on the fruits, and this one, the perfume, is more focused on the rose. So this has the notes of lychee, rhubarb, bergamot, nutmeg in the top, Turkish rose, peony, musk, petunia, and vanilla in the middle, and Kashmiran cedar, incense, and Hathian vetiver in the base. So it opens with a watery sweetness of that lychee and tartness from the rhubarb, and that nutmeg adds some spicy twist. Opening feels very bright, and then the florals take over, rose being the most prominent. And from the base, I get slight woodiness and a lot of incense. Overall, this is a tart powdery rose with incense, but all other notes are just in the background. So I don't get any vanilla in this fragrance. This is very bold, unapologetically loud kind of fragrance, and it's daring and romantic at the same time. It is a perfume that has fresh floral elegance with a mysterious depth. If you like to stand out in the crowd, then this will give you that edge of being classy and elegant. It's feminine and bold. It's not that soft girly girl fragrance. It's for confident women. Delilah and the fragrance that we discussed before this, that is Identity Unique Portrait, both have a similar kind of scent profile. It's like if you like Delilah, then you will probably like the other one. Delilah is less spicy and incensey than Identity Unique Portrait. So that fragrance is for experienced noses, those who like those spicy fragrances. Some people may find Delilah too powdery, so I will suggest that try to buy samples for these two fragrances before you commit for a full bottle. But for me, these are beautiful and elegant and mysterious fragrances. Longevity of this fragrance is around 7 to 8 hours, and projection is moderate. Next we have Rua Radiant Roses from Paris Corner. It is the sweetest of all the fragrances that we have discussed today. All other fragrances were powdery roses, and this is like candied fruits and aquatic or watery rose. This has the notes of bergamot, peach, chocolate, fresh citruses, and lemon in the top. Heart notes are rose, magnolia, sweet orange, and jasmine. And the base notes are sandalwood, vanilla, sugar, musk, and soft amber. It opens juicy fresh, and although lychee is not mentioned, but I get that lychee like feel in this fragrance. As it settles, that candied fruit feel also got that beautiful rose fragrance. Now rose here feels like a fresh, vibrant, dark pink rose, and it feels like walking through a garden full of blooms, and this is beautiful. I cannot explain it how that watery or aquatic note can be interpreted, but it feels like an aquatic addition to the fragrance. And it settles to a very comforting, creamy sandalwood and vanilla base, but that fruity, rosy feel stays all the time. It's not an airy and fresh floral, it has some weight to it. This will suit all the age groups and in all the weathers. Longevity and projection is really good. With this, you will experience a beautiful scent journey which is fresh and playful at the opening, and romantic at the heart, and comforting in its base. So, it's a beautiful fragrance which is very versatile and worth trying. Last but not the least, we have Reham Rose Petals from Paris Corner. This is the least appropriate in this video, but because it has rose in its name and some of you might be interested to know what kind of a rose fragrance this is, so I decided to include this in this video. So let's check the notes first. In the top it has raspberry, lychee and bergamot. Middle notes are cashmere, rose and aqueous, and base notes are musk, sweet sandalwood and amber. It has citrusy opening from bergamot and raspberry note comes right after that. Initially lychee note is not noticeable because neither it's sweet nor aquatic in the opening. I just get that bright raspberry in this fragrance. This fragrance feels quite linear to me because it's kind of smells same throughout its wear with very slight variations in the dry down. I don't get any rose in this fragrance, that's why I said it is least appropriate in this video, because to my nose it's a raspberry dominated fragrance with everything else sporting in the background. It is beautiful, no doubt about that, but it's not a rose dominant fragrance, so I feel the name is a little bit misleading. So it's a very casual kind of fragrance for me, which you can use every day. For it's perfect for spring and summer. In the dry down, I do get a slight woody and ambery feel. Again, musk is least noticeable to me. Overall, it's a beautiful, bright, feminine fragrance, and the longevity is around 7 hours. Projection is below moderate. It's good, but I am not wowed by it right now. But let me clear a point here, because sometimes it happens with me that initially I don't appreciate a fragrance that much, but when I use it again and again, then I start loving it. So that was the case with Rua Radiant roses also. The more I use that fragrance now, I feel how beautiful that smells. So what I'm saying is, right now I am not that impressed by this fragrance, but maybe with use I appreciate this fragrance more. So if you want to try it, don't expect it to be a rose fragrance, otherwise it's a beautiful fragrance. So that's all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like, share and subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much.